Morning guys, welcome back to the Cumbrianhomestead. Today is the 19th of May and I'm hoping to get these Musselburgh Leeks planted out. So let's get on with it. So there's the two pots of Musselburgh Leeks. I always grow that variety because it just seems to do well in this ground. I sowed them back in about the third week of February in a cold greenhouse, and normally you see the potatoes behind their earlies. Normally what I do is as soon as those get lifted, the leeks would go in immediately after, the same day or maybe the day after, all weather prevailing, as soon as possible, and they would follow those potatoes. But I was late with everything going on at home and the construction of the new veggie plot and everything in the back. I just haven't had time as I normally would, so the potatoes were late going in. So bearing that in mind, I'm going to have a change and I'm just going to plant up the leeks in these raised beds. So we've got a gap in this raised bed here. That'll be the first one. I'm going to fill that one up with some of the leeks. So the first thing I normally do, I'll just move the camera in a bit closer. I get a bucket of rainwater and I'm just going to put the leeks in a pot, just dump it in the water there so that I can empty the pot out a little bit and then just sort of tease them all apart in the water so as to minimise root disturbance. Now we'll just knock them out of the pot. And you can see the root mass there. So if we now put them back in the water and just kind of jiggle them around, the compost starts to break up and we'll be able to tease these plants apart. See, already starting to break up now. You see how they just pull apart. Very minimal root disturbance. So just keep doing that. Add a bit more water if necessary. Okay, so now we're getting ready to plant. So the bed's already had some compost put on earlier, and I've acquired this lovely metal tip dibber a few weeks ago, so we're going to use that. Normally, again, I would use a crowbar actually. My ground is so stony, you need something pretty heavy duty to make a sufficient planting hole to drop the leek into, but I want to try this and see how we get on. So I've just got a plank here just as a rough guide. So I'm going down right for full depth, well, up to about there. So I've got the first one. Drop it in. That seems to be quite good. Another argument, of course, is the issue of topping and tailing. So in other words, trimming the roots back and trimming the top of the plant. So this particular one, because sometimes there's quite a lot of roots there, it can be hard to get them all down into the planting hole. So if we just snip them back like that, and then take just a bit off the top, dip it back in the bucket, and that just drops in the planting hole nicely. Next thing now is to just top those planting holes up with water, what we call puddling in. So just really trying to wash some of the soil over the roots We've had a good amount of rain here the last few days, on and off sort of thing, in between some good amounts of sunshine too. So because it rained quite a lot last night, there's no need for me to do anything with this. The ground's consolidated nicely. The dibber makes a nice hole. Again, if it was dry, I'd have to soak the ground with a hose pipe, really soak it so that the soil stays in the shape for the planting hole. Alright, so I'll just carry on now and I'll bring you back when we've got the rest of this bed done. There we are, that's that one planted up now. It hasn't taken long at all really. Here's the next bed I'm going to plant up. Same method. The only thing to mention on is that this was where the purple sprouting broccoli was. So as you can see, I've removed all the plants, it's been weeded out. It's had some compost on, I've just raked it. Because I'm on a slope, the soil tends to gravitate over the season, it tends to move downhill. So you just have to keep kind of raking it back up to get it as level as possible. But for all intents and purposes, just going to repeat the same method. So once again, I'll bring you back when this one's planted up. When you're watering in, try and best you can to try and wash some of the soil from the edge of the planting hole so that it drops into the hole, and hopefully then will help to cover the roots. Alright guys, so we're at a stage now where there's about 9 plants left. They're quite small, not as big as the others. So what I intend to do now is I'm going to heel those in a corner somewhere out the way to carry on growing, and then I'll get my second pot and we'll repeat the process. I'm going to tip that out amongst these plants, put some fresh rainwater in and do the same thing again, and carry on planting up this bed. Okay, so that's that one planted up. I decided in the end that I wanted to keep this bed free for some squash, so I put a double row in this bed here to pull the black polythene back so it was completely weed free. Just put a string line out, same procedure, use the dibber. So I've got a double row in there, and I'll show you the spare plants that I've got left. So in this, could be used as it's a carrot frame, but I've just healed them in there. There's probably about 3 dozen plants there, so I've got a choice. I could either leave them to grow on, and then, like I said at the start of the video, I could follow potatoes with them, or probably what will happen is I'll give them away. There'll be plenty of neighbouring plot holders who would probably welcome those. So in summary, if you want a decent crop of leeks, I'm not talking about show bench or anything, I don't get involved with that kind of thing, but if you just want a good general crop of leeks, then sow them mid to late February in a cold greenhouse, grow on for about 10 to 12 weeks, then transplant just as I've shown you today. Don't let them dry out, make sure they get plenty of moisture, plenty of water, and if your ground hasn't been manured, then give them a supplementary feed at least 2 or 3 times over the growing season, and you should do really well. These are the tops and tails that trimmed off, so of course they're going to go back into the compost heap. I've just noticed that the potatoes have got the first earlies, they've got flower buds coming already, so there's probably a good chance, if I wanted to, I've still got time to follow these up with some leeks if I wanted to. So the only other job I need to do this morning, I mentioned it in a previous video, you can see the scapes now. I'm going to remove those because probably about another 4 weeks this elephant garlic will be lifted, it'll be ready to harvest. So that's it for this one folks, time for a quick brew before I get on and cut those garlic scapes off. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, don't forget, give me a big thumbs up, and why not hit that subscribe button, and if you want to know when I've uploaded a new video, just hit the notification bell. Alright, catch you in the next one, bye for now.